First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this help. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Right to the air is Huntley. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive. 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, Huntley. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Huntley to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Warriors 17.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
At the 5-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Whitfield. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now as you're trying to filter that out, because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go to... And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Little Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite work it in. And now it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle they go. Whitfield takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Huntley. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ofe Owen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 13, Lions 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Huntley escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 7. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Operating from the gun, Huntley, and Shark calls it in. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
19 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw again is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them, that's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Jackson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Justin Tucker on the field. 48 yards.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Off play action, Huntley. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as after a ride. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On fourth down, here's the option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you got to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A handoff, Swift running to the left. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 4th down, Huntley. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Here's Huntley. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far, because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Throwing, Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw, Huntley.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Huntley to throw.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Extra point try now for Vedvik.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Jackson.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Jackson to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Jackson.
Connecting with Andrews.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this